Okay, here is the screen for the wiresx software, which I have running on a Windows 7 machine. Um, it can be run on some fairly lightweight hardware, but it must be a Windows machine. It hasn't been, the software hasn't been released, or I'm not sure if it will be released, that can be used on Linux or other operating systems. There's a few main areas here in the screen. I'll start at the top. Up here is the favorites. You can save nodes and rooms up here that you want to access on a regular basis. The middle section here is a list of nodes that are now in the system. The nodes are information comes from Yaesu servers. If you restart the software, this list has to repopulate. It can take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. In the bottom of the screen down here is a list of rooms. A room is a location where multiple nodes can connect. You can connect directly to another node, and you can also connect to a room, which can have multiple nodes. The information that usually comes along with each room and node is the user ID, which is usually the call sign, DTMF code, which is also part one of the IDs they use, call sign, city, state, country, frequency, the squelch settings, latitude, longitude, and comments. Those are the typical information that is stored with each node or room. Up in the upper right hand corner, here's some information about the status of the wiresx node, whether it's idle, whether it's on the air, whether it's set to local mode. And some additional information about other stations that may have connected to the node. This is kind of like a log of activity. There's an area in here where you can, if you're in a room, you can chat back and forth and send information, send messages back and forth. And that's the main part of the software. One thing about having a node station is you kind of get a chance to look over a lot of the popular rooms and nodes around the world to see which ones are have the most activity. Most of these also have, one of the modes here is, or one of the fields here in this chart is activity. How many nodes are connected to that room? So that you can, from that you can gauge how many people might be on that node and listening. Comes in very handy. Also on the user side, at a radio where you're accessing a node, you can also bring up a list on the radio that will show activity as well. And I will show that in another video coming up.